Hakeem Olajuwon was born in Lagos, Nigeria, to Salim and Abike Olajuwon, hard-working Yoruba entrepreneurs who ran a cement business. The third of 8 siblings, he credited his parents for instilling in him the values of perseverance, integrity, and self-confidence. Olajuwon frequently refuted the misconception that his Nigerian upbringing was primitive, emphasizing the cultural richness and modernity of Lagos. During his early years, he excelled as a soccer goalkeeper, developing exceptional footwork and agility that later enhanced his basketball skills, particularly in shot blocking. He didn't pick up basketball until the age of 15 when he entered a local tournament at Muslim Teachers College in Lagos. Initially, he struggled to dunk, even attempting to do so by standing on a chair. However, his adaptability and determination led him to quickly master the game, which he later described as a transformative discovery. In 1980, Olajuwon moved to the United States to play collegiate basketball at the University of Houston under coach Guy Lewis. At the time, he was relatively unknown in the basketball world and was only invited to try out based on a recommendation. Upon arriving in Houston, he had to find his own way to campus, further underscoring his under-the-radar status. After redshirting his freshman year due to NCAA eligibility requirements, Olajuwon played as a reserve during the 1981-82 season, averaging 8.3 points, 6.2 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks per game. Following a Final Four loss to North Carolina, he sought guidance on how to elevate his performance. He began training under NBA star Moses Malone, then with the Houston Rockets, who pushed him to compete against elite-level players. Olajuwon credited Malone's mentorship for significantly shaping his game. Returning with a refined skill set, Olajuwon earned the nickname, "The Dream," for his effortless, graceful dunking. Alongside Clyde Drexler, he led the Cougars' electrifying Phi Slama Jama squad to back-to-back NCAA championship games in 1983 and 1984. Despite heartbreaking losses to North Carolina State on a last-second tip-in and later to Patrick Ewing's Georgetown team, Olajuwon's dominance was undeniable. He averaged 16.8 points, 13.5 rebounds, and 5.6 blocks in his junior year, earning the NCAA tournament's Most Outstanding Player award in 1983. Following the 1983-84 season, Olajuwon faced a pivotal decision: remain in college or declare for the NBA draft. At the time, the first overall pick was determined by a coin flip, and Olajuwon predicted that the Houston Rockets would win. Trusting his instincts, he entered the draft, and as fate would have it, the Rockets won the toss and selected him as the first overall pick in 1984. During his rookie season, Olajuwon made an immediate impact, helping the Rockets transform from a struggling 29-53 team to a 48-34 playoff contender in the 1984-85 season. Partnering with 7'4" Ralph Sampson, they formed the formidable Twin Towers duo. Olajuwon averaged an impressive 20.6 points, 11.9 rebounds, and 2.68 blocks per game, finishing second to Michael Jordan in the Rookie of the Year voting and being the only other rookie to receive votes. In his sophomore campaign, 1985-86, he elevated his game further, averaging 23.5 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 3.4 blocks per contest. The Rockets achieved a 51-31 record and reached the Western Conference Finals, where they stunned the defending champion Los Angeles Lakers in 5 games. Olajuwon was dominant, scoring a combined 75 points in Games 3 and 4. Lakers coach Pat Riley later remarked, "We tried everything, double teams, different angles, multiple defenders, but he was simply unstoppable." The Rockets advanced to the 1986 NBA Finals, where they lost to the legendary Boston Celtics in 6 games. By the 1987-88 season, the Rockets were undergoing a transition. Ralph Sampson, hampered by persistent knee issues, was traded to the Golden State Warriors, leaving Olajuwon as the undisputed leader. The 1988-89 season saw him lead the league in rebounding, 13.5 per game, while also posting 24.8 points and 3.4 blocks per game. However, Despite his brilliance, the Rockets suffered a first-round exit against the Seattle Supersonics. The 1989-90 season proved challenging for Houston, as they finished with a 41-41 record and were eliminated in the first round by the Lakers. Nevertheless, Olajuwon cemented himself as a defensive force, leading the league in both rebounds, 14.0 per game, and blocks, 4.6 per game, becoming only the third player in history to do so. He also recorded a rare quadruple-double, joining an elite club of NBA legends. In the 1990-91 season, Olajuwon continued his defensive dominance, leading the NBA with 3.95 blocks per game while averaging 21.8 points. However, an eye injury sidelined him for 26 games, and despite the Rockets finishing with a strong 52-30 record, they were swept by the Lakers in the playoffs. The following season, 1991-92, was a low point for the franchise, as they missed the playoffs with a 42-40 record. Frustrated by management's lack of roster improvements, Olajuwon requested a trade. Tensions escalated when the organization accused him of faking an injury. Despite the conflict, he ultimately remained with the Rockets. With Rudy Tomjanovich taking over as head coach in 1992-93, Olajuwon evolved his game, refining his passing and increasing his assist average to a career-high 3.5 per game. He also improved his scoring to 26.1 points per contest. The Rockets won a then-franchise best 55 games but were edged out in a 7-game series by the Supersonics. Olajuwon finished second in MVP voting behind Charles Barkley and secured a 4-year contract extension. Olajuwon's defining years came during the 1993-94 and 1994-95 seasons. In 1994, he led the Rockets to their first NBA championship, defeating the New York Knicks in a grueling 7-game series. The finals featured a clash between Olajuwon and longtime rival Patrick Ewing. In Game 6, he made a clutch block on John Stark's three-point attempt, preserving an 86-84 victory. In Game 7, he led all scorers with 25 points, securing the title and earning Finals MVP honors. He also became the first player in history to win MVP, Finals MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. The following season, despite a sluggish start and missing time due to anemia, Olajuwon propelled the Rockets to another championship. With the mid-season acquisition of Clyde Drexler, Houston entered the playoffs as a 6th seed but went on a remarkable run. Olajuwon dismantled league MVP David Robinson in the Western Conference Finals, averaging 35.3 points on 56% shooting. In the NBA Finals, he dominated Shaquille O'Neal and the Orlando Magic, leading the Rockets to a sweep and earning his second consecutive Finals MVP award. Both championship years saw a decline for the Rockets. They were eliminated in the 1996 playoffs by the Supersonics, and Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls dominated the league, preventing a Rockets-Bulls Finals showdown. In 1996-97, the Rockets acquired Charles Barkley and won 57 games but fell to the Utah Jazz in the Western Conference Finals. Olajuwon's scoring declined in subsequent seasons. In 2001, after declining Houston's contract offer, Olajuwon was traded to the Toronto Raptors. Injuries plagued his final season, and he retired in 2002. Shortly after, the Rockets honored him by retiring his number 34 jersey. Over his 18-year career, he played 1,238 games, averaging 21.8 points, 11.1 rebounds, and 3.1 blocks per game, cementing his place as one of the greatest centers in history. Beyond basketball, Olajuwon became a successful real estate investor, earning over $100 million while adhering to Islamic financial principles. He also mentored NBA stars, including Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. Inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2008, his legacy endures as one of basketball's most revered figures. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for watching.